Other. Alright. I don't have anything ready. I think there's like water over there. I should be good if I get. I'll just run over there. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. Let's go ahead and start a new one. Cool. And okay, let's just do it live. All right. I think everything's working. Is this? Why does it have? See, it's like either the talkie or the instrumental. I have the instrumental one like favorited, but the talking one without the instrumentals. That's the one that always comes up first. I think we're good. Okay. Anyway. Welcome to the show. It's your boy, Ragnar the Barbarian. Okay, that's not good. Definitely should have checked that before I started, huh? What is... Trying to restart that real quick. Is it not working? Okay. Another thing broken. You'll love to see it. Directly when I need it as well. Nothing. Wow, full dead. Just, okay, I guess we're doing it another way. That's insane. Cool. Love to see it when that happens. Okay. We're gonna go with the backup, because I always have to have 3 sets of redundancies, just in case. You never know when something like that's gonna happen. I'll just lean over. Okay, whatever. Alright, anyway, welcome to the show. It's your boy, Ragnar the Barbarian. I'm joined by GB, my AI dungeon master, and we will be bringing you the wonderful world of Eldoria tonight. Last episode, I believe we completed the floating sheep quest. We were able to expose Wizard Malcor to the one actually making the sheep float. We reported that to Captain Helena, and we also reported that to, who was it? Mayor Elsbeth. That's who it was. Mayor Elsbeth was the one who we exposed for just a little bit of political. There were some issues. Okay, there were some issues. We got a wizard arrested. I'm pretty sure that's all we need to go into. But we also have the sword that was enchanted by Big Brown. He is now within the sword. He is I guess he's possessing the sword or something. So he can talk to us whenever he needs to. It's pretty crazy. I do like that part. But we just had the guards take away Wizard Malcor, and we are standing in the Dragon's Rest Inn, talking to Dorian about where to go next. Could not parse my authentication token. Cool. Not sure what that means. Could not parse my authentication token. Cool. Try that again. Try that one more time. Nothing yet. There we go. Okay. Let's see if is it gonna do the thing. Crossing my fingers. Nothing. Literally nothing. Love to see when that happens. Still nothing. Is this perhaps... Alright, we're gonna wait till it gets down to the end here, and then we'll see if it says anything. Okay, it's... Okay, so already 14 things have gone wrong. Nothing is working. The AI is now confused as well. So that's also pretty cool. I, of course, cannot manually tell it to start talking. Nothing. Okay. You know, this is great. How about Roger, huh? Nothing? Is it talking and I just can't hear it? No, it's not. Nothing's working. Okay, well, I have nothing. I have nothing on that. Everything just decided to stop working. Can't really do anything about that one. I'm afraid. Am I like missing a? No, everything's updated. Dang. You love to see it. All right. Oh. Nothing. Nothing is working. Well, that's gonna be a problem. Can't really do anything if nothing is working. We're gonna try her again. Maybe I'll plug it into something different. Okay. Nope. Absolutely nothing. And I'm not even getting the voice either. Well, that is an issue, to be sure. To be entirely sure. Is it somehow muted? Is that the issue here? Nope, it's just not working.
You. All right. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's your boy, Ragnar the Barbarian,
Okay.
I'm joined by GB, my AI, Dungeon
Nice.
Master, and we
Nice.
will be bringing you the wonderful world of Eldoria tonight. Last episode, I believe we completed the floating sheep quest.
How about this? I think that is a weird fix, but we're gonna try.
Welcome back, Ragnar the Barbarian.
Cool. Whatever.
As you stand in the cozy atmosphere of the Dragon's Rest Inn, Dorian
Sure.
greets you warmly.
Does that work?
The inn is lively with the usual mix of villagers and travelers. The
It
air
sorta
filled
does.
with the smell of hearty meals and the sound of casual conversation.
Cool. Whatever.
Dorian, leaning against the bar, wipes a glass clean as he speaks. Ragnar, quite the stir you've caused with Wizard Malker. Not every day we see such excitement in Roderick Village.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
Sure.
next for you? You ponder your options. The sentient
No! No! Oh my god.
Remembering your recent successes,
Oh.
you feel confident in your ability
It
to
just
take on
reads
new
whatever
challenges.
I select.
The question now is, what path will you choose in the ever-evolving story of Eldoria? Would you like to inquire about new quests, gather information from the locals, or maybe there's something specific you wish to explore or
Sure.
investigate further?
I mean, if
The
it
choice
works,
is yours,
man.
Ragnar.
If it works, it works.
Choose.
Alright, well, after some technical difficulties, I think we're ready to get this show on the road. I'm using the backup of the backup of the backup right now. I didn't even know I had a backup of my backup until I used it just now. So, I guess we're still trucking. And as I've said before, and as I will impart unto you, as much as I can dig the wiseness out of my stomach here, bad boys don't give up, and we're not giving up. So, Mr. Dorian, I'm looking for another quest. I'm assuming a lot of stuff has to do with Farmer Yoren's farm. It seems to be the most profitable place in this entire town. I don't know why so many people or things or magical beasts are focused on that farm, but we're in it to win it. So, what do you got for me, bud? And then, of course, it's gonna. I wonder if it'll read as it goes.
Dorian leans in, a hint of intrigue
Oh,
in
it's
his
working
eyes.
now.
Ragnar, always ready for another adventure. You're right
There we go,
about
baby.
Farmer Yoren's farm. It seems to be a magnet for all sorts of troubles. Let me think. I've got
Oh,
just
no
the
way.
thing for you. He sets the glass down
Did I get
and
that to
rummages
work?
through some papers under the bar. There's been talk about some unusual happenings at Yoren's farm again.
No way, really?
This time it's not floating sheep, but something else.
I highly doubt that.
Yoren's been complaining about mysterious shadows lurking around his farm at night.
No, okay.
Animals getting spooked, strange noises, that sort of thing. Could be nothing, but with your recent
What up? How's it
exploits,
banging?
I thought it might pique your interest.
Forever sold.
Dorian pauses,
Your boy.
looking more serious. There's also been a rumor about an old relic found in the nearby forest.
Okay.
Some say it's cursed, others believe it holds ancient powers. Could be connected to the shadows at Yoren's farm, or it could be a wild goose chase.
I guess.
Either way, it's worth checking out, don't you think?
I do
You
think.
consider your options.
Oh, it does work. Yo. I'm bringing this thing back from the dead, baby. Okay. Dorian, thanks for the tip here. We're gonna, I guess, find out something about these shadows, shadowy figures lurking. I did answer. Hey, what up? We're gonna head to Farmer Yoren's farm right quick. See if he's got any info on whatever we got going on. It does work. Wow. I'm somehow resurrecting this.
Dorian nods approvingly.
Whoops.
Good choice, Ragnar. Farmer Yoren's farm seems to be a hotspot for the unusual.
Are you bake?
Be careful though.
I bake sometimes.
Whatever is causing these shadows might be more dangerous than it appears. Leaving the dragon's rest inn, you make your way through the village towards Farmer Yoren's farm. The journey is familiar now, the path leading through the verdant outskirts of Roderick village. As you approach the farm, you notice the atmosphere feels tense.
I guess.
The usual bustling activity of the farmhands is subdued, and even the animals seem on edge. Upon your arrival, Farmer Yoren spots you and quickly hurries over.
What up,
His
brother?
face is etched with worry.
I guess.
Ragnar. I was hoping you'd come. There's strange happenings here at night. Shadows, like nothing I've ever seen, lurking around the barn and fields. My animals are scared witless. I don't know what to make of it. Have you ever dealt with something like this?
Okay, well, to be entirely honest with you, brother, I'm still like level 1, so I don't have anything that can take on anything worse than a goblin. So whatever these shadows are, I hope they're not ethereal in any way. I also only have like a sword. I think it's an iron sword, but it does have the it is possessed by an ancient brown bear that kind of sounds funny when he talks. And I'm gonna pick up my sword and I'll be like, "Isn't that right, Big Brown?" Oh god, I can't reach it. Alright, there we go.
The sword in your hand vibrates slightly as Big Brown's voice, deep and resonant yet tinged with a whimsical tone, emanates from it. Indeed, Ragnar. Though I may be but a humble spirit in a sword, I assure you my bare wisdom and occasional witty commentary will be invaluable on your quest.
Yeah, I bet.
Shadows, goblins, or whatever else we encounter, we'll face them together. Farmer Yoren looks both bewildered and fascinated by your talking sword. Well, that's something you don't see every day, he remarks, scratching his head. If you think Big Brown here can help, then I'm all for it. Those shadows have been giving us a real scare. You contemplate your next move. Given your level and equipment, a direct confrontation with unknown entities might not be wise.
Like a belt right here.
Investigating the area for clues about the nature of these shadows could be a safer approach. Alternatively, you might want to consult someone in the village who has knowledge of the supernatural or ethereal.
Supernatural.
Would you like to investigate the barn and fields?
Alright, I'm still banking on this not being an ethereal conundrum here. I'm hoping that it's something physical, because again, I can't take anything on that isn't physical. And I also can't take anything on stronger than a goblin. So I'm gonna look around, see if I can't find any evidence of someone tampering with sheep or livestock or something. Let's see what I can't find. I'll move this. I make it disappear, you see that? That's pretty cool, huh?
Equipped with Big Brown's spirited encouragement, you begin a thorough investigation of Farmer Yoren's farm.
Cool.
You decide to first inspect the areas where the mysterious shadows were frequently spotted around the barn and the fields.
Yeah.
As you approach the
cool.
barn, you notice the doors slightly ajar. You carefully push them open, letting the dim lights spill inside. The barn is quiet except for the soft shuffling of the animals.
Okay.
You scan the area, looking for any signs of disturbance or unfamiliar footprints. In the dim light, something catches your eye near the hayloft. You find a small, peculiar object half buried in the hay. It's a piece of torn fabric, not something you'd expect to find in a barn. The fabric is fine, not like the sturdy materials worn by the farmhands. Next, you move to the fields. Walking among the rows of crops, you keep your eyes peeled for anything unusual. Near the edge of the field, you discover tracks that seem out of place. They're too regular and defined to be an animal's, yet too light to be a human's. These clues suggest that there might be a physical presence behind these shadows, not something ethereal as you feared.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Someone or something has definitely been here, but the nature of their intentions remains unclear.
Alright. I'm gonna go get my gal. I'm gonna go see if I can't find, what was her name? What was her name? It was the herbalist, Leah. I'm gonna go see if I can't find Leah. She's always super helpful in these situations. There's plants everywhere. She can talk to them, and they'll let me know what's going on. So let's head over there. I'll grab her, come back, and we'll figure it out. Which means I gotta boop.
Heading off from Farmer Yoren's farm, you make your way back to Roderick Village to seek Leah the herbalist's assistance.
Leah.
Leah is known for her deep knowledge of plants and their uses, and her ability to understand the language of nature could prove invaluable in your investigation. You find Leah in her quaint shop, surrounded by an array of colorful herbs and flowers.
Sure.
The aroma is a blend of earth and greenery, soothing and invigorating at the same time. Leah greets you warmly, her eyes reflecting a keen intelligence. Ragnar, what brings you to my humble abode?
Yeah, I can't read
She asks with a smile. You explain the situation at Farmer Yoren's farm, the mysterious shadows, the piece of fine fabric, and the strange tracks in the field. Leah listens intently, her expression turning thoughtful. Interesting. Shadows, you say, and unusual tracks. Let's see what nature has to say about this.
Yeah, I bet.
I'll need to visit the farm for a closer look, she says, gathering a few tools and vials. Together, you return to the farm. Leah examines the tracks in the fabric, occasionally muttering to herself or pausing to touch a plant or the ground.
Yeah, alright.
After a while, she stands up, a look of realization on her face. I have a theory, Ragnar, Leah begins.
Well,
these tracks, they're too light for humans but too regular for wild animals. And this fabric, it's not from around here. I suspect we're dealing with something or someone using clever means to move undetected. As for the shadows, they could be a distraction, a way to scare off the villagers while they carry out their real purpose. She suggests setting a trap using her knowledge of herbs and natural deterrents.
yeah, alright. I'm gonna stop you there. If you could conversate with these corn stalks over here and let me know what they're seeing, that'd be great. I know you do your herbal thing, but I know your magic. I know you're good with talking to the chloroplast. Let's see a little bit of that right now. I know it's a bit of a cheat code, but you know, I'm a busy man, Leah. I'm a busy man. So this music is a bit intense. We're gonna change it out right quick.
Leah chuckles at your request, her eyes twinkling with amusement.
Yeah, I bet.
Ragnar, you do have a way with words.
Yeah.
Talking to chloroplasts, now that's a new one. But you're not entirely wrong. Let me see if the plants can tell us anything about our mysterious visitors. She closes her eyes and places her hands gently on the cornstalks, standing still for a moment. The air around you seems to hum with a subtle energy. After a minute, Leah opens her eyes and turns to you with a thoughtful expression. The plants have indeed seen some activity.
Yeah.
She begins. According to them, there have been frequent disturbances at night.
Okay, I knew
Shadows
that.
passing quickly,
Obviously.
too fast for a regular person but not flying like a bird.
Oh.
The cornstalks sense a strange energy, not malevolent, but definitely secretive. She ponders for a moment before continuing. This aligns with my earlier thoughts. Someone, or something, is using stealth to move around the farm. They're not here to harm, as far as the plants can tell, but their purpose remains unclear. With this new information, you have a better...
Yeah, alright. Okay, so what you're saying is that there's something being sneaky. Alright, we've known that. This corn is significantly more useless than its ethanol form. I mean, cars don't exist, so it doesn't entirely matter. They can continue being corn, but let's... I don't know how to keep going here. There's gotta be somebody else that I can like talk to about this. Let's go to the guard barracks, huh? Let's see if Captain Helena has seen anything. Let's see if there's any guard reports over maybe some strange shadows. Maybe somebody's, seen something. I'm gonna ask Leo one more thing before I get out of here. Where are they coming from? Can you tell? Can you ask that? Can you ask this crabgrass if it's seen anything? Like the direction in which these things are coming from? Or what? Or is it just one thing? Is it one person? Or creature? Whatever it is. Ow. I don't know why I did this with a shoestring.
Leon nods, understanding your frustration and your need for more concrete information. I'll do my best, Ragnar. Let's see if nature can be a bit more specific for us.
Yeah, please. Good lord.
She turns her attention to the crabgrass at the edge of the field, kneeling down and placing her hands near it. After a moment of concentration, she stands back up and addresses you. The crabgrass has seen the shadows too.
Okay, cool.
They seem to come from the direction of the forest that borders the farm.
Okay.
Mostly from the northern edge.
Right.
It's hard to say if it's one or multiple entities, but the movements suggest there might be several of them, moving swiftly and with purpose. They come and go, but always from that direction.
Alright.
Armed with this new information, you decide to visit Captain Helena at the guard barracks.
Alright, let's do it.
Maybe the guards have seen something or heard reports that could shed light on these mysterious occurrences.
I just said that.
Upon reaching the barracks, you find Captain Helena overseeing her troops. She looks up as you approach. Ragnar, what brings you here? More trouble at Farmer Yoren's farm? You explain the situation to her. The shadows, Leah's insight, and your findings. Helena listens intently, her brow furrowed in thought. We've had a few reports of unusual sightings at night. Nothing concrete. Mostly shadows and fleeting figures.
Nice, cool.
Nothing threatening so far, but enough to keep us on our toes. Your findings at the farm align with these reports.
Alright.
I'll have my guards pay extra attention to the northern edge of the forest and the farm.
Yeah, well.
If there's something out there, we'll find it. She pauses for a moment, considering her options. If you're planning to investigate further, I can assign a couple of my guards to accompany you. Or if you prefer to handle this on your own, we'll be on...
Yeah, I'm kind of a one-man guy. I don't know what that means. Do you have anything going on? What's up in the world of Captain Helena? I know you're like mad racist against like monsters and stuff. What's the deal on that front, huh? What are your guards doing? Are you training for something? Or are you just being some kind of rural police force, militia group of some kind? It's like really good at detecting intonation with questions, but like nothing else. Maybe it's just getting context clues, but it's real good at it.
Captain Helena raises an eyebrow at your blunt inquiry, but responds with a professional demeanor.
Yeah, whatever.
Our primary duty is to maintain the safety and order of Roderick Village.
Yeah, I bet.
While it's true we've had our share of issues with certain creatures, my stance and that of my guards is always first and foremost the protection of the village and its people. She gestures towards her guards, who are engaged in various training exercises.
Howdy?
We're not just a rural militia,
Oh my
Ragnar.
god, that dude is huge.
We train continuously to be prepared for any threat, be it bandits, dangerous creatures, or other unforeseen dangers. Lately, we've been focusing on defensive strategies and reconnaissance, especially after the recent unusual activities around the village. She looks towards the forest bordering the farm. As for what's happening out there, it's part of our duty to investigate any potential threats. If there's something more to these shadows, we need to know about it. Captain Helena pauses, considering your capabilities. You've proven yourself capable, Ragnar.
Yeah, I know.
If you wish to look into this matter further, you have my support. And if you find anything that poses a threat to Roderick, I trust you'll inform me immediately. With that, you realize Captain Helena and her guards are a resource you can rely on if things get out of hand.
Yeah, okay, alright. I don't believe that. You know, politics aside, I know your feelings on things, alright? I have a bit of an in with Dorian, and he tells me of your shenanigans, your drunken escapades with Mayor Elsbeth, alright? I know things. I've heard things. I've seen things. I can see a lot of things, okay? I'm not blind. Oh my god. I love this song. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I'll holla at you if I need you. But, let's dip a Rooney. I'm gonna leave her to do whatever she's doing. Kinda out of options, honestly. Hey, maybe Wizard Malcord knows something. Let's go knock on his door. I know he's constant. Oh no, I can't. He's in jail. I forgot I locked him up. That's crazy. Oh no, I couldn't do that. I guess. I don't know. I got a sword. Let's go to the edge of the forest and start scouting around and see if I can't find anything, huh? Every time this song comes up, it's such a banger.
Determined to uncover the mystery yourself, you head towards the northern edge of the forest that borders Farmer Yoren's farm.
Yeah, alright.
The forest here is dense and old, with towering trees casting long shadows even in daylight. It's a place that feels both ancient and alive, where every rustle of leaves could be just the wind or something more. As you enter the forest, the sounds of the village fade away, replaced by the whispers of nature. You grip Big Brown's hilt a bit tighter, feeling a mix of anticipation and alertness.
I have a sword that...
The forest is calm, but you remain vigilant, scanning the environment for any signs of the mysterious shadows or other unusual activity. After a while of walking and observing, you come across a small clearing. The ground here looks disturbed, with several footprints that seem to lead deeper into the forest.
Look at that!
They're not like any animal
good.
tracks you've seen before. Big Brown speaks up, his voice a low rumble from the sword.
Oh, really?
Ragnar, these tracks could be our best lead yet. They're fresh and deliberate, not the random wandering of forest creatures. Someone or something has been moving through here recently. You follow the tracks cautiously, keenly aware of the forest around you. The path winds deeper into the woods, and you notice the air growing slightly cooler, the atmosphere tenser. Eventually, the tracks lead you to a hidden grove, where the air feels different, almost charged.
Okay.
In the center of the grove, you find an unexpected sight, a small, makeshift campsite.
Jeez.
It's recent, with a now extinguished fire pit and some discarded items. Among the items, you spot a piece of fabric that looks similar to the one you found in the barn.
Oh, whoops.
It seems you've stumbled upon a significant clue. The campsite might hold more answers to the identity and purpose of the mysterious shadowy figures.
Give something away, eh?
Would you like to investigate the campsite thoroughly?
Obviously,
wait and
brother.
watch in case someone returns, or perhaps take some of the items back to the village?
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna pick Big Brown up. I'm gonna like swing her around. You see anything, buddy? You see anything, big guy? Give me some of that wisdom with some sarcasm. What do you think about Captain Helena? Honestly, I kind of like the pants. As far as like the top goes, I think it's a bit tight, but I mean, she pulls it off. She's got a bit of a stronger demeanor to her. I think it really lends to her character building. Does that interest you at all? Never mind. Don't worry about it, Big Brown. Don't worry about it. Let's what are you looking at here? Check out the camp. See anything you like?
Big Brown's voice rumbles with a hint of humor. Ragnar, my friend, you do have a way with words.
Yeah.
As for Captain Helena, I'm a spirit in a sword, so fashion critiques aren't exactly my forte.
Yeah, well, that's dumb.
But I agree, her attire does complement her commanding presence. You start to investigate the campsite more thoroughly with Big Brown's commentary providing a blend of insight and sarcasm. As you sift through the items, you find a few things of interest: map and notes. Tucked away in a weathered satchel, you find a crude map of the surrounding area, including Farmer Yoren's farm and the forest. There are markings on the map that suggest regular movement between specific points in the forest and the farm.
I'm never doing that again.
Herbs and potions, a small collection of herbs and vials with unidentified liquids. Leon might be able to identify these.
Yeah.
Personal effects, a cloak that matches the piece of fabric you found earlier, along with a few simple tools and utensils. Big Brown observes, this looks like the work of someone who knows the forest well. Those herbs and potions could be for stealth, or maybe even to control animals. The map and notes suggest they've been watching the farm. But why? The campsite seems to have been abandoned in a hurry, indicating that whoever was here might return. It's clear that this is no ordinary camper. This person has a specific purpose, possibly related to the shadows you're investigating. You know, Ragnar, we could wait here and see if they come back. Or we could take some of these items to Leah and the others for more insights.
Leah!
What's your next move? Big Brown asks, ready to assist in whichever path you choose.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I've been kind of missing Leah. I think she's shining light in this dark world. I like that she can talk to strawberries and flowers and stuff. I think that's mad weird. A little freaky. Yeah, we're just gonna dip on back. I think we got enough evidence to figure out what's going on here. From the size of this cloak, it looks a little small. And from the rest of the details of this camp here, it seems like this is probably not a human-like camp. It looks a little dirty as well. Do I notice any mushrooms around here?
As you prepare to leave the campsite, you take a closer look around, particularly for any mushrooms that might give further clues. Scanning the area, you do indeed notice a small cluster of mushrooms growing in a damp, shadowed part of the grove. These mushrooms are peculiar. They have a faint luminescence and are a variety you haven't seen before. Big Brown notes, luminescent fungi. These are often found in places with strong magical energies or frequented by creatures or beings attuned to such forces. Could be a sign that our mysterious camper has a knack for the arcane.
Looking pretty
Gathering the items of
swole
interest,
lately.
including
That-
a sample of the luminescent mushrooms, you head back to Roderick Village
my
to meet
leg
Liao
right
the
quick.
herbalist. As you walk, you ponder over the campsite's implications, the small cloak, the regular movement to
kinda
and from
itches
Farmer
now.
Yoren's farm, and now the discovery of these magical mushrooms. Upon reaching Leah's shop, you show her the items you've found.
Oh, geez.
Leah examines the herbs, potions, and the mushrooms with keen interest. Fascinating, she murmurs. These herbs are often used in concoctions for stealth and calming animals. The potions, I'd need to analyze them further. And these mushrooms, they're known to grow in places of magical activity. It seems our mysterious visitor has some knowledge of magic and nature. She looks up at you. This is no ordinary person, Ragnar. Whoever they are, they have a purpose here, and it's tied to the natural and magical elements of this land. The small cloak and the way they've been moving around. It might not be a human at all. Could be a creature from the forest, or someone with the ability to blend in seamlessly with their surroundings. Leah's findings add another layer to the mystery. It seems you're dealing with someone or something that is not only skilled in stealth and survival, but also possesses some knowledge of magic. Ragnar, where do we go from here? Do we continue to investigate the forest, or is there someone else in the village who might shed light on this? Or perhaps we should take a different approach altogether? Leah asks.
You need to chill out. I'm a one-man army. I cannot be getting bogged down by a sidekick. My sword's the only one that gets to talk in this party. Also, what are you gonna do? You're gonna talk to plants at him? I'll be back, you know? I'll let you know when I'm coming back. I'll ask you for like a potion or something. You know, whatever. Whatever. Do you know anything about tracking? Maybe you could come along. What do you do? Can you track some of these little tracks or whatever? I found a camp. Maybe you could find out where the camp is coming from. I imagine perhaps some kind of a somewhere up in, maybe not the mountains, but at least the hills. I'm sure there's like caves around there. Maybe we can go do something like that. Maybe some caves. Also saw some wolf tracks as well around there. I know they were wolf tracks because I have eyes. I can see they look like little dog paw prints. I know what that looks like. I'm not dumb, Leah. I don't know what you're trying to suggest. I know what I'm doing. I'm an adventurer. I might be level 1 still, but don't worry about it. Leah, don't worry about it. Don't look at me like that. I'm going insane. I've already gone insane. I forgot. Ain't no thing.
Liao listens to your plan with an understanding smile. Ragnar, you truly are a character. Don't worry, I'm not here to step on your toes. As for tracking, that's not my strongest suit, but I know a bit about following nature's signs. If you're heading towards the hills to check out those caves, I can at least point you in the right direction based on the natural lay of the land. She walks over to a shelf, pulling down a couple of vials and a small pouch. Take these, she offers. One's a healing potion, just in case, and the other's a brew that'll make you less noticeable to any wildlife you might encounter.
I don't know what that means.
The pouch has a mixture of herbs that should help mask your scent. You take the items, appreciating their potential usefulness. Liao then gives you a quick rundown on the local geography, pointing you towards a few known cave systems in the hills north of the farm, which could potentially serve as hideouts or passages. Remember, Ragnar, those hills...
Alright. I guess we're packing up and we're heading out into the forested hills. And we're gonna keep a lookout for some, I'm guessing, wolves I mean, it's a starting town. It's Roderick Village. There's gonna be wolves out there. There's no shot it's not wolves. Let's keep it up, huh? Yeah. Let's go. Not you. I'm going. You're staying. You just weigh me down with some weird moral conundrum. I'm not into it. I make my own decisions. Also, this music is lame. I get pumped up.
Resolved to venture into the forested hills alone, you bid Leah farewell and head towards the area she described. Leah watches you go, nodding in understanding of your decision to journey solo. The hills of Roderick Village are draped in a mix of dense woods and rocky terrain. The sounds of the village fade away as you delve deeper into the wilderness. The forest here feels ancient, its trees standing like silent sentinels. You keep your senses sharp, alert for any signs of wolves or other dangers, as well as clues to the mysterious activities you've been investigating. As you traverse the rugged landscape, you find yourself at the edge of a dense thicket. The wolf tracks you saw earlier seem to lead in this direction. The tracks are fresh, suggesting that the wolves might be nearby. Big Brown, ever the companion in your quest, speaks up. Be on your guard, Ragnar. Wolves are pack animals. If they're around, they won't be alone.
You gotta tell
and remember,
me, baby.
We're also looking for signs of our mysterious shadowy figure. Keep an eye on the ground and the trees. Sometimes the clues are above eye level. You carefully make your way through the thicket, scanning the ground and the trees. As the forest opens up, you come across a clearing. In the center of the clearing, you notice something unusual, a series of stones arranged in a pattern. It doesn't look natural. Nearby, you also spot a cave entrance, partially hidden by overhanging foliage. The stone pattern in the clearing might be a marker or a sign, possibly related to the mysterious figure you're tracking. The cave could also be a place of interest, potentially a hideout or a shelter.
Yeah.
Would you like to examine the stone pattern more closely, investigate the cave, or continue exploring the surrounding area? Each choice might bring you closer to unraveling the mystery of the shadows haunting Farmer Yoren's farm.
I'm gonna lube up. I'm gonna throw all that stuff Leah gave me for like warding off wild animals. Just gonna throw it on me. And I'm gonna head in that cave. I'll kick a rock. I'll just like walk past the circle, kick a rock, and then keep going. I'm heading in that cave. I'm gonna see what's up. I assume it's probably just gonna be wolves, but that's why I got my stuff on, you know? That's why I got my stank.
Prepared and alert, you apply Leah's concoction liberally, ensuring you're well covered. The herbal mixture has a strong, earthy scent that masks your own. Feeling a bit more confident about your chances against any wildlife you might encounter, you approach the cave. As you pass the stone pattern, you casually kick a rock out of the arrangement, disrupting its pattern, and continue towards the cave. The entrance is shadowy, the interior dark and cool compared to the outside.
Yeah.
You pause for a moment, allowing your eyes to adjust to the dim light. Big Brown's voice offers a word of caution. Ragnar, be careful. Caves can be full of surprises. And remember, just because you're masked from animals doesn't mean you're invisible. Stay sharp. You enter the cave cautiously, alert for any signs of danger or habitation. The cave narrows as you progress, the walls closing in around you. The air is musty, filled with the scent of damp earth and stone. After a short distance, the cave opens up into a larger chamber. In the chamber, you find more than just a wolf's den. There are signs of recent occupation, a small fire pit with ash still in it, remnants of food, and a few scattered personal items. Among these items, you notice a piece of fabric that looks very similar to the one you found at the campsite in the forest and in Farmer Yoren's barn. This discovery suggests that the mysterious figure you've been tracking has been using this cave as a shelter. The presence of the fabric ties together the various clues you've found so far, indicating a connection between the cave, the campsite, and the barn. You also notice a small, crudely drawn map on the wall of the cave. It shows a rough layout of the surrounding area, including Farmer Yoren's farm and a few other landmarks. Big Brown comments, "Well, Ragnar, this looks like a significant find. Whoever's been staying here has been keeping an eye on the farm and moving around the area. We might be close to solving this mystery. Would you like to investigate the chamber further, perhaps looking for more clues or information about the mysterious figure? Or do you want to take some of these findings back to the village for analysis? Maybe there's another action you'd like."
You know what? I'm in a cave. I'm investigating a task that Farmer Yoren sent me on. I know that wolves are involved. There is very clear indications that someone is staying in this cave. I'm gonna wait and see if I can't find out whoever is in this cave. Again, wolves are involved. So hopefully my stuff doesn't wear off. But I guess I'll just chill out, you know? Have a convo with Big Brown. You know, tell me about your past, Big Brown. What you got going on? Where'd you come from? Tell me a little bit about, you know, what adventures you've been on when you were alive and a talking bear. And hopefully the entity that is hiding in a cave having to do with a quest Farmer Yoren sent me on that has to do with wolves comes back. This is a new quest. Don't judge me. I'm still trying to get it working.
Settling in for a wait, you find a discreet spot in the chamber where you can observe the entrance without being easily seen. The cave is quiet, the only sounds being the distant drip of water and the occasional rustle of small cave-dwelling creatures. As you wait, you strike up a conversation with Big Brown. The sword hums slightly before the bear spirit's voice fills the space around you. Ragnar, my past is a long tale, full of forests and freedom.
Oh no.
I roamed the wilds of Eldoria, a guardian of the woods.
Yeah, let him know.
I saw many sunrises and sunsets, battled fierce foes, and enjoyed the simple pleasures of the forest. Big Brown's voice grows reflective. I was not just a bear, but a spirit of nature. My adventures took me across the land, from the snowy peaks of the north to the lush valleys of the south.
Yeah.
I've seen things no human has, and I've fought battles alongside other guardians of the wild. As you listen to Big Brown's stories, you find yourself immersed in a world of ancient forests and epic struggles, a time when magic was a part of everyday life, and creatures of legend roamed the land. Your conversation is suddenly interrupted by a sound from the cave entrance. Someone, or something, is approaching.
Oh jeez, alright.
The steps are light but deliberate, and you hear a faint clinking of metal. You grip Big Brown tightly, ready for whatever comes through that entrance. The figure that appears is cloaked and hooded, moving with a cautious grace. They stop short upon seeing signs of your presence, the disturbed items in your makeshift hiding spot. The figure hesitates, then slowly lowers their hood. You're surprised to see a young elf, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and curiosity. They don't seem threatening, more bewildered than anything. "Who are you?" the elf asks, their voice tinged with caution. "What are you doing in my hiding place?" It seems you've found the mysterious figure connected to the shadows and the campsite. How you handle this encounter could reveal much about the events occurring around Farmer Yoren's farm. Do you question the elf?
Obviously, I'm going to question the elf. What's the deal? You've been sneaking around Farmer Yoren's. I know this because you have a map of Farmer Yoren's on the cave wall. What's the deal? You've been here 4 hours. You scare my wife. I don't have a wife. I'm just poking at you. What's the deal? What have you been doing? You're wearing all white. It looks like wolf skin. Were you raised by wolves? Do you live here? Are wolves involved? That's super cool.
The elf looks at you, a mixture of surprise and wariness in their eyes.
Oh no, it's peppered with ... dots. We're not getting through this one.
I mean no harm. They start, their voice steady but cautious. Yes, I've been watching the farm, but not for the reasons you might think. My name is Elenial. I'm not a threat to the village or the farmer. Elenial glances at the map on the wall, and then back at you. I was raised in the forest, yes, but not by wolves. The animals here are my companions, my friends. The wolves have been restless lately because of disturbances in the forest. I've been trying to find out what's causing it. The farm. It's been attracting unwanted attention, not just from me but something else. Something unnatural. Their gaze shifts to the cloak made of wolf skin. This was from a wolf I knew, a friend. It's a remembrance, not a trophy. Elenial's expression softens. I mean no harm to the farm or its animals. I've been trying to protect them in my own way. Elenial's story paints a different picture from what you initially suspected. It seems they have been acting as a guardian, monitoring the farm to protect it from some unknown threat.
Okay.
Do you understand? I am not your enemy.
Obviously not.
But there is something happening in these woods, something that is driving the wolves and other creatures to act out of character.
Yeah, I know.
If you are here to help, then perhaps we can work together to find the real cause behind these disturbances. Elenial.
Yeah, okay. So, the conclusion here is that, I still need to work on this quest. You got the name wrong, and it has no idea what it's talking about. So I need to get back to the drawing board with this bad boy. It has been a good stream though. I need to smooth out some of the rough edges here. The name is off. It's not Elenial. It's like Euphrates or something like that. And she was raised by wolves. As well as I'll have to play it more in the coming days. But I will be streaming tomorrow. We're gonna go from what was it? Go from 7:30 to 8:30 tomorrow. And then I'm gonna go out to a bar. I'm gonna socialize. That's some hype music right there. But it has been fun. I'll keep working on it. That's the thing about development. You kind of got to know how to talk to the AI, and you know, sometimes I get it wrong. I've been talking to AI for like a year and a half now, and communicating what I wanted to communicate about what I wanted to communicate about is difficult. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. Until then, though, adventurers from all over Eldoria, stay cool out there. Stay calm. Try not to get too angry. Take it from a recovering barbarian. There's no need to yell, and there's no need to get mad when things go wrong. It has been fun, and I will definitely see you all in the next adventure, the next episode, tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Be there and or be square. I don't discriminate. I gotta end like three streams right now, so give me like half of a second. That one's good. Alright. Adios Twitch. Adios YouTube. See you when I see ya. Bye.